Keystone Master, a title held only by the legendary players who spam Mythic Plus dungeons all day every day. A title bestowed only upon the chattest of gamers, the cream of the crop, the elite of the elite, the guys and girls who study radar IO placements, who sim every single piece of gear and every talent point allocation to maximize their potential, the people who push their class to the top, who squeeze every drop of juicy DPS from their characters. I have watched a lot of 0 to Keystone Master videos lately. I have seen a lot of players take a brand new class from fresh level 70 to being top performers. I have seen live commentary from these players. I have seen videos done for fun, others for educational purposes. I have seen series where the player takes their time to explain their routes, talent choices, and explain their gameplay as they break down their run step by step. These are the Keystone Masters. These are the players who strive to break the 2000 rating in Mythic Plus in organized groups. And well, then there's me. Hello everyone, I'm Diode, and in this series I'll try to achieve the status of Keystone Master, starting from a level 60 character, leveling it to 70 and gearing it up to take up on the challenge. If that's something you're interested in, first, thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe, click the like button, click the notification button, and join me on Twitter where I post wherever I want. And now, on to the video. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not like most of the Keystone Master content creators you see out there in the YouTube wilds. A lot of them do have previous experience and are just trying it with a new class. Some are trying it without any external help. But the one thing in common among most of these players is that they are at least somewhat knowledgeable about the game, the class they're playing, classes to pick for the group, routes to choose, and how to do things right. What sets me apart is that I'm kind of an idiot. I'm none of those things. I'm just a casual player. It's okay, no need to be afraid. I'm not here to hurt your score, waste your key, or make you have a bad time. I'm here because I want to try this challenge for myself, and who knows, maybe someone out there who fears the evil and toxic WoW players will finally decide to give Mythic Plus a try, because if I can do it, anyone certainly can. The rules for this challenge are simple. Get a character to level 70 and gear them up. I can only use my own key because I don't want to waste anyone's time or deplete their keys. I can get no outside help from any of my other characters, so no gold, no bags, no gear, no enchants, nothing. And lastly, and most importantly, I must obtain the Season 1 Keystone Master achievement. With the base rules outlined, it's time to talk about the character I have chosen to take on this journey. Meet Dino Bear, a Sandalari troll druid that will tank his way up the ranks to become the master of the stone keys. I picked the druid because I have never played a druid before. To be honest, I have always hated the class. To me, Feral was just a rogue with 2 less specs. Laser Chicken was always just a dot class with a very busy balancing act. I guess the spec name does make sense now, doesn't it? Restoration was the only spec I could respect because I saw bear tanks as just big meat shields without any shields. You don't have cool armor to show, no badass weapons to swing, you were just a bear doing bear things. But I'm willing to put all those petty thoughts to the side and give the class a go. I'm a grown man and my opinion can change. I take the fastest leveling route to 60 and fork over $60 to fund Bobby Kotick's new gold-plated yacht. Take a bit of time to read through the talent choices, set up my keybinds, and get warmed up to the class and its rotation and playstyle by hitting the target dummies in Orgrimmar for a bit. I end up choosing a leveling talent from wowhead.com to at least have something to learn with and adjust as I get more used to the class. A lot of the videos I have seen have leveled through the Kobold Assault method. Sadly, that's not working anymore. But as I said before, I'm a very casual player, and I got the sweet little surprise that the weekend I decided to start this challenge, there was a time walking event going on in the game. For those of you who don't play WoW but somehow ended up in this video, time walking is an event that happens every third week of the month for a week, where players level 50 and above can join in groups and who take on dungeons and raid from a past expansion while being scaled down to an appropriate level. The best thing about this event is that it rewards leveling players an absurd amount of experience for very little work. Also, you get loot that scales in item level, so while you level, their loot levels with you, so you get a nice curve progression while you get to 70. There's a vendor on the appropriate expansion area that will sell you gear to fill up some missing slots for a small amount of time warp badges, which is a currency you get from completing the dungeons. And I'm not kidding with the experience gains. You can gain almost a whole level from the first dungeon you play at 60. The second dungeon may even bump you up to an extra level or close to a level up. I don't know the exact math, but I was basically leveling every 2 to 4 dungeons depending on rollover experience. The road to 70 was, honestly, pretty relaxing. I just spammed some Burning Crusade dungeons, bought new gear from the time walking vendor every 2 levels or so, and with tank insta-queues, it was a breeze. I highly recommend that you play a tank or a healer for faster queues doing time walking events if your class has a spec to do so. Doing it as a DPS will take longer because of longer wait times for dungeon groups, and you might have to complement your leveling with Dragonflight story quests, which reward decent experience and some gear. Once I got to level 70, it was time to gear up Dino Bear. I picked up the time walking dungeon quest from the NPC in Valdrakken, which can be found here. I also completed the Aiding the Accord weekly quest, which rewards you a chest which can have gear by just completing some world quests and earning 3000 reputation within the Dragon Isles. Adding to that, I went ahead and participated on the Storm's Fury event, where you must fight elementals in the Primalist dominated future, and I did a world quest there which granted me some shoulders. I fought the Spellforged Destroyer in a world quest which granted me some 366 wrists. I defeated the world boss that, as it's custom for every WoW player, I got gold from. Did a few more world quests here and there to get some quick gear upgrades and fill up the reputation requirements for the Aiding the Accord quest. After flying around the Dragon Isles, I went back to Valdrakken to hand in the quests, opened the chest where I get some storm sigils for if I ever decide to get some primal gear to upgrade. The time walking chest gives me an amazing upgrade with a 389 staff with my best stats, and the Accord chest gives me a staff which I can sell for some gold. I finish up my gearing for the weekend with some auction house entry level PvP rings to boost up my item level and my versatility. I also completed my Revival Catalyst quest to get an extra token for possible tier gear upgrades and decided it was time to try out LFR for some extra upgrades. I managed to defeat some bosses with some difficulty as it's my first time tanking on this expansion, but expecting the expected, I win nothing from the loot rolls, but at least it fills up my vault for the Tuesday reset. I would like to give a special mention to the other tank in my LFR group, a Scooter from Area 52, who saw I was under-geared, asked if I knew the fights and explained them to me. And even though I messed up a few times, he took his time to explain what I had done after our wipe, and we killed Kura Green Totem on the second pull after I applied what he taught me. So, a Scooter from Area 52, thank you so much for showing me that not everyone in WoW is an unbearable asshole. So that's it for a weekend of play. I went from a freshly boosted level 60 in greens to a 361 item level Guardian Druid. I may have jumped on the Keystone Master challenge a bit too late into the season, but I've always been terrified of playing at higher levels than LFR or heroic dungeons. I've always been an alcoholic and I've done nothing with them except level and leave them stuck in the same LFR hell cycle. I want to be able to prove to myself, most importantly, and other casual players that you can achieve your in-game goals. That you don't need a PhD on class and spec theory, that you don't need to write a dissertation and read countless research papers to be able to play a game. So if you made it this far and want to see yet another player take the challenge with different perspective, be sure to subscribe, click the notification bell, and follow me on Twitter where I post whatever I want. Come reset day, I'll find out what the LFR vault has for me. I'll repeat the world quest and the weekly quest cycle, kill the world boss, and hopefully get some gear to finally jump into some Mythic Plus dungeons. I honestly have no idea how to close a video, so I'll see you on Tuesday.